civil engineers are required. Even without a food we can survive, but without the civil engineers we cannot survive.
I am not a civil engineer, but I am able to enjoy my life because of civil engineers. Civil engineering is not just about structures, roads or buildings. It is about nation building.
This is beyond the classroom.
We should feel proud that we are nation builders.
First ever industry interaction meet with students at BHAVANAM'S podcast.
If you are asking the mindset, so I will tell 3 or 4. First of all, our civil infrastructure is the backbone for any country development.
You have to be a very strong foundation course. You need to understand concepts of our civil engineering. First enough to prepare the examination.
Ma'am, students are asking so many queries. They have much doubts on what to pursue, whether they want to go for masters, or they shall wait for the government job, or else they want to go for entrepreneurship in civil engineering, whether they want to go for construction jobs. So what shall we do?
In such case, can we go for industry institute meet to address their queries?
Yeah, madam. In this regard, I know one company, Bhavanam C2C. They are very much experienced in conducting such industry institute meets by gathering top-notch industry professionals so that they can motivate students. Shall I go with them? Shall I contact them?
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome to the first ever Civil Engineers podcast, BHAVANAM'S podcast venture by BHAVANAM'S Consultancy to Constructions, a platform created with one mission: to unite, inspire, and empower civil engineers who are building the nation every single day. Civil engineering has never been a small profession. Every road, bridge, building, metro, dam, and skyline stands as proof of the dedication and hard work of civil engineers. Yet, despite shaping the infrastructure of our society, many civil engineers still feel undervalued. Not because of their talent or contribution, but because of limited awareness about growth opportunities, career direction, mentorship, and financial success. Through this podcast journey, we want to change that narrative. We believe the difference between struggle and success often comes from the right guidance, continuous learning, strong networks, and the courage to grow beyond limits. Across the industry, Many civil engineers have reached respected positions through the support of mentors, seniors, teamwork, and relentless hard work. Their stories deserve to be heard. Our podcast brings you inspiring success stories from civil engineers, real industry experiences and career guidance, business, construction, and site management insights, motivation for young engineers and students, a strong community where engineers support engineers. This is more than just a podcast. It is a movement to bring civil engineers together, to learn together, grow together, and build a stronger nation together. If you believe in the future of civil engineering and want to be part of a supportive and inspiring community, join hands with us on this journey. Subscribe now, support the community, and stay tuned for powerful conversations, valuable insights, and many more upcoming updates. Together, let's elevate civil engineering. Together, let's build respect, growth, and opportunities. Together, let's build the nation.
Good morning, sir. I am Mohammad Fazil. I would like to ask the question to Dr. M. Ravibabu. How is technology transforming in civil engineering jobs such as AI, GIS, BIM, automation?
Okay, so good morning. So transformation, if you see, even if you are getting a lot of tools, especially AI and GIS and BIM models, where you are going to use it, but however fundamentals are very important. So my suggestion to the student community, because industry or even government sector, they are looking for that the foundations courses are very important. In spite of that, these three, what you are asking, we used to call it as a digital tools. Of course, we are using GIS since many years, Geographical Information System. We have a lot of remote sensing data sets. GIS also transformed to the AI-enabled tools. Now people used to have this Geo AI. Okay, so all these tools are very essential for making the project delivery very faster. At the same time, building information models are also very important. Now these BIM models are more effective with the integration of all these three. Especially if you take into the survey was like previously we are doing a lot of conventional survey techniques. Now these survey techniques are converted coming into the, now all maps are very high resolution drone based data set. You want to execute, if you take any in Indian context, highways or construction of metros, high-rise buildings, and it is very difficult to monitor what is the human resources efficiency, material loss, and delivering the project, time lag. All these three, if somebody want to achieve within the time frame of the project, these three are playing very essential. Suppose if you are not having a building information model which is integrating with the drone data set, now all drones are flying and integrating the BIM models. At the same time, AI tool will help you to see where the predicted models can be done. Whether my project is going to be delayed, how much delayed, so that your project cost can be controlled. So these three are very essential. If you take into any infrastructure projects in India, these three are very important. But I said, you have to be a very strong foundation courses. If you don't understand the foundation courses like modeling, building drawings, at the same time, because we are using a lot into the BIM models, at the same time, if you are not understanding the survey techniques, you cannot fly the drone data set. So all these things integrating. Now digital Indian concept, now integration is taking places. It is very essential for the civil engineering. If you are enabling a curriculum, these three concepts thoroughly, maybe I can say within 2 years, that means end of second year, if you are able to understand this concept along with the foundation courses, integrating all these things, now you can catch on to the any nearby industry, because India infrastructure is a very drastically it is going. You catch all them and do the experimental studies and prove them, it can be very easy. And future point of view, these three integration of the models are very important. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I am Raju Krishna, and I would like ask question to the M. Mohan Raju sir garu. And my question is, what are the major government job available for civil engineer in within our state and country?
Thank you all for inviting me for this particular session. Thank you all. As far as my knowledge goes, in Telangana state, we have government recruitments in State Public Service Commission, that is TSPSC, wherein we have opportunities in Irrigation Department, Roads and Buildings Department, Public Health and Municipal Engineering Department, Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Department, next Hyderabad Metro Water Supply and Sewerage Board Department, GHMC, and other department is Mission Bhagirath, we can say that. Okay, they are all major departments in the state government. They are recruiting assistant engineers, assistant executive engineers, technical officers. Okay, all these are all having basic qualification of BTech in civil engineering. Okay, if you have a conceptual understanding of civil engineering right from your second year to final year, okay, it is very easy to grab that particular opportunity. Okay, you have to try with your conceptual understanding in civil engineering. Okay, it is a very good job in the state government. Moreover, it is a class 1 gazetted officer. So you will be born as a gazetted officer in the department, in the government of Telangana. Especially I am talking about government of Telangana. Okay, if you prepare from third year onwards, it is very easy to get into the particular post.
Good morning, sir. Sir, my name is Vaishnavi from 4th year Civil Department. Sir, I would like to ask a question to Gowrishankar, sir. Sir, what are the advantages of site engineer and design jobs in civil engineering firm, sir?
Good morning. In construction, so actually there is two career path. One is site engineer, another is design engineer. So site engineer, what will do? They will play on ground. So civil engineer will work in a system in front of screen. So if you ask me, the site engineer, they will have a huge opportunity to learn how the things are going to build. They will get a knowledge in an earlier stage how to solve the problems, because in construction problem you will get every day one problem, so you have to solve it immediately, and you will get a knowledge that how to handle the team, how to handle the individuals, because we have to work with handle the workman in one way, and we have to take up the management in another way. When you come to the design field, so their way of working is separate. How they contribute in that way, they will build a efficient kind of structures, like how can make the structure stable and safe to the environment, how they can save the money to the management, like in a cost management. So this is how it is happening. Site engineer need to act immediately, like to solve the issues. Sir, but what will happen? People immediately in early days they will think we want to work in office because we will get it will be easier. But what my personal suggestion is, in first early stage, you spend much time at construction site. Then you will understand the ground reality, how the things can be done. Then you move to the design office-based job like designing or consultancy. Then you come to know how things can be made easily, that can be executed without any defect at the site level. So that is my personal suggestion. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. My name is Sindhu. I am from second year. My question is, what the mindset is for the student to sustain and grow in this field?
Sir, if you are asking the mindset, so I will tell 3 or 4. First of all, our civil engineering is not an immediate growing field. You won't get that much output from your work in early stages. So you have to be patient, because in earlier stage, like IT field, people when your friend, your close friend is studying with you, when he out from the college, he will earn 40,000 in an earlier stage, but you will get around 20 only. Why? Because in the immediate exposure of attraction of the IT, people start to leave our civil engineering. But the thing is not. Once you experience, because in our field, your value will increase based on your experience, not in early stages. Once you cross some 5 to 6 years, you will get a good position in our field, like engineer, manager, based on your how much responsibility you are going to take in a construction. So, in certain after 10 or 15 years, ultimately people want money. So in that time, if you really learn things in site and you took much responsibility for your career, then the field will pay you more. Then another thing is in our field, every day you should learn things. So your mindset should be learning oriented.
Good morning, sir. Myself Shrutilaya from 3rd year. I would like to ask a question for Ravibabu, sir. So, what are the career opportunities in GIS for civil engineering students?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I can say it is a huge, but remember, as I first question I was telling, it's not only GIS, now it is transformed. All digital tools you have to utilize, and without these tools, because your survey techniques are converted into advanced techniques. Okay, GIS is not a new into the civil engineering, it's a part of it. Okay, it is transformed to the digital way. So until unless you are not learned and applied to the field, you take any field, especially in civil engineering and water resources, people cannot see like where the water is flowing physically until unless you are not understand the slope. Now measuring slope from the big catchment, it's not easy. Now remote sensing data you are getting into that, and GIS is useful to extract those points where check dam need to be done in government system, especially in the central government schemes. GIS plays a critical role. Okay, so especially in the rural development, Government of India is pumping so much money for the planning, especially in the VG Ramji scheme. Previously it is MG Narega. All this where watershed need to be constructed. So much money is pumping, but villages doesn't know where they need to be constructed, how the water is coming, they cannot do it. Now ISRO at the same time NIRD, Ministry of Rural Development, combined together developed a GIS based decision support system, a model which villages or panchayat secretaries or rural development functionaries, which they don't know anything, but they can map easily. So until unless civil engineers play critical role and putting into the rule-based system with the data is availability from the ISRO and developing these kind of things, it is not easy. So remember, it is a huge potential and planning point of view. At the same time, you take any roads, Gati Shakti. I hope you are all understand and know this Gati Shakti project, PM Gati Shakti. It's a completely GIS based, getting approvals. So all GIS database they kept Government of India. Previously all data sets is isolated, they are not talking each other departments. Now they are going to keep in the Gati Shakti platform, getting approval from the various departments. If it is a project is more than 500 crores and to stop the delay. So here the civil engineering infrastructure developments, especially GIS plays a critical role. So I request all of you kindly enable these tools, learn this tool, apply this tool. It's very effectively. Any project, EIA project, how they are going to do that, how much impact assessment. For planning, somebody want to make an infrastructure, high-speed rail networks. So previous question also I was telling. If you want to know this, how much area to be acquired, so you need to know the feasibility study. That which practically you want to do as a manual, it is very difficult, time saving. This time government or anybody is not waiting for the no time. They want a quicker way. That's what civil engineering, whereas we are conventional mode to traditional modes we are converting. Now drones, thanks to Government of India, is introducing a digital twinning process, and so much digitalized data sets are available under Swamitwa scheme also. Swamitwa is another scheme where the Government of India is taking lot of data sets for the village level to understand, to convert the all land information system, digitalized land information system, and keeping for the transparency, to accountability, make the transferability, and responsibility. These GIS data sets are very, very important. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, sirs. Myself Vishnu. I am from Civil Third year. So again, my question to the Ravibabu sir. Sir, how can civil engineers contribute to the rural development projects by using technology?
The budget Government of India is allocated. Suppose if you take this year 26 to 27, almost 2 lakh crore budget is allocated. In that, majority is a planning point of view. You take any flagship program of the Government of India, rural development point of view, you take a PM GSY, PM AY, Awas Yojana, Gramina Sadak. Okay, so I just VG Ramji, like that MG Narega, and Jal Shakti project, Mission Bhagiratha, like Telangana government. I am not saying that state wise, if you take into the center wise. So all these projects without civil engineering cannot be done.
Good morning to respected dignitaries. I am Mansa, final year student. I would like to ask question which is open to all the speakers. Anyone can answer. What are the benefits of pursuing MS or MTech or MBA in civil engineering?
Okay, I'll just quickly tell that. Now in Indian context, multidisciplinary is playing a key role. Okay, so you are a civil engineer. If you find very strong base, what we discuss about the other tools, good. But your curriculum is not covering the business point of view. End of the day, your product need to be sell it. Okay, and if you are doing a MBA in the construction kind of, civil engineering oriented, very few institutions they are offering. I think IIT Kanpur also is offering construction management or MBA kind of it. So how this can be, that is also one of the good aspect where you can add on those tools, but ultimately you are looking for the job point of view, right? So make sure that how this course can be add on to you rather just stopping you again later stage. At the same time, if you go to any country, open the skilled demand list. Every country is looking for the skilled people. Okay, like their permanent residents. They want every country that display their skilled demand list. In that, the first one you can appear always is the surveying and civil engineers. These are the two. But unfortunately, we are not looking for it. They need a but only thing is your curriculum should be equivalent to their curriculum. Once 2 years if you work in the industry and you apply for that permanent residence and make the assessment which is a very equivalent to their country and is very high possibilities are there. Okay? Yeah, I just pass it to the other speaker.
Just I want to add something to Sir's suggestion. See, mastering in civil engineering, especially I am talking about civil engineering. Mastering in civil engineering is an added advantage, especially in our department. For example, take any roads and buildings department, municipal engineering department or irrigation department. There we have, we need to apply our civil engineering knowledge. Directly we need to apply our knowledge. Okay? Once you enter into the department, most of the times you need to apply your engineering skill there itself. So there we will get very less amount of chances to learn and to apply. Okay? Mastering is always searchable information in our civil engineering. Better, if possible, if chance comes, try to do your master degree in civil engineering. That helps a lot. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Myself Mohan. I am a third year student. My question is for Ravibabu sir and Mohan Raju sir. How important is GATE qualification for career growth?
GATE qualification. GATE qualification.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's why they are asking all questions to me. I need to go. That's why they are asking. Okay. As I mentioned previously, you clear the GATE. GATE qualification is very important because if you take a PSUs, public sector examination, industry, they are not conducting any entrance examination. They see the GATE score and because they are saving the money also, time and money. That is a one checkpoint.
Sir, as my experience goes, I strongly recommend to do masters in INITs or IITs. Please try to crack the GATE. Okay? Just enjoy the beauty of IITs and NITs. There you will realize the importance, the strength, the quality of civil engineering. The professional quality. Okay, try to apply that knowledge in real time civil engineering profession. Okay, it is strongly recommended to have a very good degree in NITs and IITs. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, sir. This is Rachana from third year civil. I would like ask to Mr. M. Mohan Raju sir, how should students prepare for competitive exams like TSPSC, UPSC, engineering services, etc.?
Okay. As far as my understanding, especially Methodist College of Engineering and Technology, they are having very good faculty. Renowned faculty, and they have very good, NITs, IITs background. Try to utilize that opportunity. Grab as much knowledge as possible from them. Okay. See, if you are in second year or in third year, try to coordinate with your faculty members. Okay. Get the conceptual understanding of civil engineering subjects. Say, for example, water engineering, hydrology, fluid mechanics, irrigation, groundwater hydrology. Basic conceptual understanding, that is sufficient. Let's say, for example, structural engineering, structural analysis, basic concepts. Okay, if you are thorough with your basic concepts of civil engineering, that is easy to crack this one, Assistant Executive Engineering Examination, TSPSC. See, it is a class 1 Gazette Officer post in the state government. It is as equal as Assistant Commissioner of Police. The designation, the level of this Assistant Executive Engineer post is as equal as Assistant Commissioner of Police in the Police Department. It is a class 1 Gazette Officer post. Okay, try to grab it. Okay, it is very simple to grab the opportunity. Take the help of your faculty members. Okay, get the conceptual understanding. Try to solve the previous papers in civil engineering from TGPSC. Okay, that is sufficient. Okay, that's sufficient to get the exam. Get into the department. Okay, so try to develop your own interest and get the knowledge from your faculty members. That is sufficient enough. Okay.
Good morning to the respected speakers. My name is Halima. I'm from 4th year Civil Department. I would like to ask the question to both the speakers. My question is, what are the technical and software skills are essential to get hired in civil core companies?
Technical and software. Yes, I already told softwares are based on where you are going to work. Like if you want a structural engineering, you will need to learn ETABS and StatPro and all. If you want to be modeling in that, BIM's already there. And if you want to be in a planning and QS departments, Primavera is there, and Advanced Excel is there. There you can do plenty of job in analytics and project tracking, monitoring, everything can be done in the soft skills. But when you come to the technical skills, so to understand the technical software and all, before that you need to understand the ground, what is happening and all. So for that you should learn your basic fundamental civil engineering topics. We have a testing lab, we have material testing lab, soil mechanics lab are there.
As sir said, those softwares are essential. As far as my department, especially the state government public service departments, okay, we have separate divisions like structural engineering, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering, water engineering, where, for example, as sir told, this one, right from AutoCAD, StatPro, Primavera, along with those softwares, if you have knowledge of remote sensing and JS softwares, and moreover, if you have the knowledge of HECRAS, HHMS, Flow 3D, Mike 11, if you have such type of knowledge, you will survive in a better way in our department. Our department is, for example, take all the public service department. They are all applied departments, not general service department. They are applied departments. So once you have such type of knowledge, okay, that is, the best part of your civil engineering profession. You will survive excellently in our department. Okay, try to learn the advanced softwares that are useful for our regular applied engineering departments.
Good morning, sir. I am Akhil from 4th year. My question is for M. Mohan Raju, sir. Sir, what skills or knowledge areas which gives an advantage in securing government jobs.
You are asking about skills.
Skills and knowledge areas.
To get into public service commission, like
Yeah.
assistant executive engineer and assistant engineers.
Yeah, sir.
So you need to have the basic conceptual understanding of civil engineering. So they will check you the application of civil engineering in various fields like structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, and environmental engineering, and water resource engineering. You need to have the understanding of civil engineering. That will be tested in the written test, and interview will be asked based on your selection of your department. Like say for example, if you are opting for irrigation department, they will ask you the questions on irrigation sector. If you opt for municipal engineering, they will ask for environmental engineering questions. If you are opting for roads and buildings department, they will ask you questions on transportation engineering. Okay. Likewise, you need to understand the concepts of our civil engineering. That's enough to crack the examination, to crack public service examination like TSPSC. Okay. Specific skills are not needed during the examination. Once if you get into the post, if you get into the job, you need to apply your skills like remote sensing and GIS. Just now I said some structural engineering softwares, geotechnical engineering softwares, and water resource engineering softwares. They are needed to apply in our department. Okay. Before joining, no need of any skill. It is conceptual understanding of civil that is needed to crack the examination.
This is Mahesh from second year civil. Sir, I would like to ask a question to both of you speaker. Anyone can answer. Sir, what mistakes do civil engineering students commonly make while planning their careers?
Yes. Mistakes, it means they should connect what is you are studying during college days, in your 4-year degree. So you should connect how the things are in theory, and you should understand how you are going to apply. That kind of knowledge you should gain during your classroom. For that, I already told you how internship much site visit, you will understand these things. And people think I'm an engineer, so I studied. So going with a ego and all, because you will work with a labor and all, you have supervisor, they are not that much educational background. So you should, when you enter as a new beginner in a site, you should be polite. You should try to learn from everyone, because everybody is experienced than you. So don't go with ego and be polite with them. And communication, and it's very important, because you are going to work with the people, so they have a mindset is separate, and they are from many states. Basically, in our field, if in a private firm you are going to work, so you need at least should know the Hindi. That is very important. And the thing is, communication means how you expressing your thoughts to them. You have to convince them. Then only the worker will listen you. The contract, you have to negotiate with the contractor. Then they will accept your thoughts and all. So those are you need to. You should not do the mistakes before into the sites.
Good morning to both respected speakers. I am Vaishali from second year. So my question is to Mr. Gowrishankar sir. Sir, what is the career growth path for a civil engineer in construction companies starting from site engineer to higher positions?
Yes, good question. When you coming from the college, so industry will not give a name as a civil engineer. That is, multiple departments are there. So you will be positioned as a trainee or a junior engineer. So your career will start in that way, in a private firm. I'm talking in that way. So from the junior engineer, you will directly work inside. You will supervise the things, and you have to execute the things from yourself, you individually. Then after through 2 or 3 years, you will be promoted. Like, it's not a promotion, it's up to how, if you gain the knowledge and all, the company will give some more additional responsibility, and they will make you like a senior engineer, an assistant manager. In that, you are not going to work directly in a site. In that, you will manage the teams. You will have some good teams under you. So you have to manage them, you have to manage the contractor, you have to manage the material. So after 3 to 5 years, you will get those kind of position. And after some period, if you are good in, you learned much, you are good in responsible, you are achieving the targets and everything in that. So they will give a much more responsibility like a manager, project manager, construction head. In that, you will handle like a crore 500 to 1,000 crore projects. In some people are handling projects from 15 experience, they are handling 1,000 crore projects. So in that you will be like that much position that you will business decision you have to take. Like when your career start to working under the sun, if you discipline in our department, in 15 years you will be like in that position, like you will take a business decision, you will like a corporate level discussion. In that you will be like what you want in early stage. I want to work in A0 Manda. In short period you will get those things in a good package also. So this is how our career will start. For that you should learn everything. You should discipline for your senior and you should take the responsibility. Then your experience will increase. Accordingly your responsibility, your respect, everything will be getting increased.
Good morning, respected sir. My name is Harika. I would like to ask a question, open questions to both the speakers. What expectation does company have from fresh civil engineer graduates?
Like they are not going to ask you to design 50-floor building from day one. They just want to know what is steel, how steel is performing, and what is concrete, what is the reliability of concrete. That kind of basic foundation thing you should know. One more is your practical knowledge. As I said, how much you can earn during your college studies. Get some good practical knowledge. What is the testings are doing with the concrete, steels and all. You get that. And software, that is a basic requirement. Nowadays, AutoCAD is the basic requirement for any construction industry. And if you want to like a specialist department like planning and all, you do Primavera and advanced Excel are there, and software structural engineering start pre-ETABS are there. So you learn those kind of all software. That is very mandatory for you. So apart from that, so those things are much required. Those skills are required before entering to the site.
My question is open to both the speakers. What is the current demand for civil engineers in India, especially in the next 5 to 10 years?
Civil engineering is improving. Yeah, already said India is investing much more crore money in our infrastructure development. So it's not that in 5 to 10 years we are in much civil engineers are required for the country development. But the thing is that you need to develop the skill. People want a skilled engineer. So during studies, you need we already said what are skills are required. If you covered everything, the company will hire you very interestingly.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, myself, Sohan Kumar from second year civil. Sir, my question to you. Sir, what is the typical salary range that a fresher could expect from private construction companies?
Yeah, right. Your salary range actually depend on which company you are joining. Like what very good developed company or mid-range company, what kind of company you are joining, which position, which department you are joining, that will define your salary range. But in Hyderabad, if you are join as a DET trainee and all, you will get around 12 to 15. It's openly, you will get a company like L&T, Shapurji, Tata, even Auro Realty also taking trainees. They will offer 28,000. They are offering. So it's based on the company profile, which company you are going to join. But when you work with a mid-range company, you will get a much exposure than the big companies, because you will have an opportunity to work in all the departments. You have to do surveying, you have to do quantity surveying, you have to do building, you have to execute, you have to coordinate with the design department. Everything you will learn much exposure. But in big companies, I told covered some departments are there. They will have their own works, but you will get a good salary and all. Some construction companies are there, big companies, they will provide you accommodations, they will have a food and everything, they will provide. So completely based on your company, but everything will be improved how much experience you are getting, how you are developing your skills. That depend. When you gain everything, your career will be in a good position. I can say civil engineering getting good salary. People are 15 years plus experience are earning 30L. Just being at a office, they are earning 30 lakhs per annum.
For civil engineers, I think there will be always a good demand will be there. And where during 2012-13, there was a dearth of civil engineers. Where we were getting a teachers for civil engineers with a BTech qualification was also very difficult for us. But nowadays, I think you might have seen for 2020-21 onwards, where the intake has been reduced for the civil engineers across all the engineering colleges. So now almost it is like there is a requirement of civil engineers. In addition to that, by looking into the discussion which I had, which I have seen now, obviously it is indicating that there will be always growth for the civil engineers. The engineering domain started with the concepts of civil engineering, then added with an electrical, electronics and all. Electrical, electronics, computer science and just they are value additions. But civil engineers are the main backbone of the system. As they were telling that. Now, since 2-3 years, we are not finding the civil engineers. It is very difficult to get. That means to say that there is ample opportunities are available for civil engineers. As a civil engineer, just by getting a degree is not enough. Along with an degree, some of the softwares which are available like building information modeling, BIM or like an AI. Now some of the surveying which will be taking place through the drones and all. 3D printers when you are using it for modeling purposes and all. If you have some kind of a training, if you take it along with an BE degree of civil engineering, definitely you will not going to face any unemployment in the future. But more than 30 we are getting the intake now. And there will be a very good response which are getting it for civil engineers.
I am not a civil engineer, but I am able to enjoy my life because of civil engineers. Daily I commute from Amirpet to this place. It takes hardly 15 to 20 minutes for me. I am proud to say that this is because of you. And I own a very good apartment constructed by civil engineers. So every day I remember the persons who are responsible for the construction of the building that I stay in and enjoy. I would like to first congratulate the department for organizing such an important and useful event for all the students. Civil engineering is not just about structures, roads or buildings. It is about nation building. You are responsible for the civilization and also national building. Now when Trump says, I will wipe out the civilization, what does he mean? What is he doing in the Gulf countries? What is that? Earlier in the war they used to attack people, bomb people, kill people. Now that is not the case. Now what is that they are doing? Constructions, roads, bridges, railway lines, etc., etc. So that means the civilization. They want to kill the civilization, not people. So you can understand the importance of the nation building. And there is a fundamental truth we must acknowledge. Classroom knowledge alone is not enough. You must remember this. This is exactly why industry-institute interaction are so important. It acts as a bridge between what you learn and what the industry expects or what the industry needs. You don't know what the industry expects when you are in the classroom. So this will act as a bridge, such interaction program, so that you will be knowing what the industry wants, so that the faculty can concentrate on restructuring your syllabi and you can concentrate on changing your approach to the classroom activity. So that is very, very essential. Such initiatives help students understand real-world challenges at construction sites and importance of practical exposure and internships and industry standards, safety practices and professional ethics. You have beautiful building when you go to the high-tech city site, and it is better than US, the type of structures that you have. It stands because of its foundation. That is very, very important. Why I am telling you this is, I have a message in this story to the students. Your fundamentals, your discipline, your ethics, these are your foundations. Like the foundation for the building. They may not be visible today. What you are learning here, they may not be visible today, but they will decide how high you raise in your life, like the high-rise structures. So your foundation should be strong to come up in life. The industry today is not looking for just degree holders with good grades. Nobody bothers what grade you got. It is looking for problem solvers, innovators, and professionals with practical skills. You must develop strong technical fundamentals. That is what your faculty are doing in the classroom. They are making you strong in the fundamentals so that your foundation is strong. Site knowledge and hands-on skills. Communication and teamwork abilities. This is very, very essential for civil engineers. Adaptability to new technologies like BIM, sustainability and smart infrastructure. And dear students, remember, your learning should not be limited to classroom. Visit sites, interact with engineers, ask questions and learn from real experiences. The road to success is always under construction. And as civil engineers, you are the ones who will build it.
Hi sir, I'm Jagan. My nephew just completed in 12th standard. Now he wants to pursuing in engineering. Can you explain the benefits of choosing in civil engineering?
Yeah, fine, definitely. Let us discuss the benefits of opting civil engineering. Not just one benefit, I can give you 3 to 4 best benefits of opting civil engineering branch. The very first is, we are the only branch with more than 70% of the government jobs in both state and central departments. And also, in state department, the very starting stage after BTech is the government job, assistant executive engineer. You are going to enter into government job as a gazetted rank holder. Second one is entrepreneurship. With just experience of 4 to 5 years in the industry, you can set up your own construction company. You can become a real estate hero. You can become a builder. You can become a contractor with ample amount of opportunities in the ground till the civilization is there. You have opportunities to build roads, to construct buildings, high-rise structures, industries, roads, water systems, etc. So by which you can become the best entrepreneur, not only satisfying your core engineering stream, but also with good capital gains. One more benefit we can say is, like other branches, we don't have recession. Your experience counts till you are fit and you are working in the industry. Third benefit, private sector jobs. You don't need to just limit to the construction field. Yes, obviously, construction field is giving you ample amount of opportunities. Even today, so many civil engineers are required in the industry, but industry is lacking the qualified and experienced civil engineers. You won't believe me, the MNC companies of civil engineering domain are giving high pay salaries for the construction managers and project managers. And lastly, if you want to work in AC offices, not like in the site construction, you have better opportunities in digital engineering field also, wherein you can work like IT jobs, that is like BIM and GIS fields in civil engineering are giving you the best opportunities to work as a software engineer. I will summarize. We do have opportunities in private sector, In government sector, you become entrepreneur. Also, you get into IT sector as a BIM engineer or GIS analyst. So, civil will give you 360-degree opportunities. Only thing you shall focus is learn better, do better, and perform better. As much as knowledge you want to acquire, you acquire in civil domain. World is full of opportunities for you. Thank you.